Okay. Imagine being surrounded by extremely salty seawater. When you look around, schools of tropical fish swim around you, and some even approach you curiously. Be careful not to stretch your limb too wide, or you may touch the coral reefs or corals beneath you. Now, do you feel like experience all this in person?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, so do I. I have always wanted to explore the world under the sea. And during the winter vacation, I finally had my dream come true. And I went on the scuba diving in Hengchun. In my presentation, I will talk about itinerary, the equipment, hand gesture, basic skill, and the most interesting part under the sea, and finally some possible injuries of diving and their treatment. The first day, I spent the whole day watching the videos that to learn some background knowledge, to know the equipment, and to know the basic skills. And the second day, I went to the swimming pool to practice all the basic skills and got used to breathing under the water through the equipment. And the final day, I went under the sea and also got the PADI license. The PADI is an American diving association, and with the license, a diver can dive whenever he or she wants without a professional person with him or her. And that's the textbook with the whole course in it. And first, the equipment. There are a lot of the equipment, and the most important one is the regulator, and the yellow one called the octopus. The regulator is the gear that helps you breathe under the sea. And the yellow one is not for you, it's for your partner. If he or she didn't have enough air, she will use this one to breathe. So you will be sharing the same tanks. And as for the fins, is to help the divers move more easily under the water. And as for the weight belts, it's everyone needs different weights on the belts, and this can help you float easily under the water. It helps you sink more easily. And since divers cannot speak under the water, they develop different hand gestures. Although different divers may have different hand gestures, here are some of the most common ways to communicate under the water. The first one is okay, which is the most important one. And you can let your partners know that everything is okay, and then you are ready for the diving. Or you may check if he or she is okay as well. And the second one is look at me. If maybe you need something from your partner and you want his or her attention, you did this. And the third one is assent. Maybe you don't have enough air or something wrong happened to you and you wanted to end the diving. You show your partner this, and then since it's important to always take actions together with your partner. So you should know your partner. You let your partner know that you want to end the diving. So you will go to the surface together. And then this one is follow me. If you want to take a lead, you will show your partner. So your partner can follow you. And this one, I think this is a cute signal. It means when you see the sea turtle, you will do this. Yes. And these basic skills, there are so many basic skills, but I will only talk about one of them, which I find the most difficult to do. Is the neutral buoyancy. This is a state that your density is equal to the seawater. So you will be between the water, not to the surface and not to the bottom. And you can control this state by adjusting your equipment or breathe continually. And since this is an unsteady state, so you need to adjust your equipment and control your breath continually. And this is the most interesting part. The final day I went under the sea. I dived for 4 times, and the deepest was the 13.9 meters. And at the same time, the coach will ask me to do some assigned basic skills, and then I will do it. If that's correct, I can. If the coach, uh, if that's correct, I pass the first part of the petty license, and the second part is I will doing a quiz on a paper sheet about those background knowledge. If I pass, I can get a petty license. And since this is my first time to do this kind of sports, I actually faced many difficulties. And the most difficult part was the preparation. After setting up all the equipment, it's about 20 kilograms on your back. So it's really hard to stand still. So I will be like a little hunchback. And moreover, I need to walk a long distance to our diving spot. And it is dangerous to walk with your feet. So we will carry our fins in our hands and then walk until the water is deep enough to cover our waist. We will wear the fins. And we will use right hand to wear the left side of the fins. And on the slippery rock. And also, so it's hard to maintain the balance. Also, when the waves come, you feel like you are pulled. And the waves faded, when the fade comes, you are pushed. And then when the waves faded, you are pulled. So just imagine you piggybacking a kindergarten child while wearing your shoes, and you're standing while standing, and then someone just keep pushing you and pulling you. And so it always took me a long time to wearing the fins, and it's really almost I already get tired when all the preparation is done. And scuba diving is a little risky, so there may be some injuries that a divers may get. One of the most common injury is ear barotrauma. And our ears, inside our ears, there's an empty space, so it is full of air, which means the pressure is 1 atm. And when you dive under the water, the pressure becomes greater, but it's outside your ears. So the pressure in your ear and outside your ear are different. So when the pressure are not equalized, you may get the ear barotrauma. Actually, I experienced this terrible experience. And after the second time that I dived under the sea, I started to feel that my ears are aching, and then gradually, my ears then feels full, and then as if they have water inside. And then when I talk, I feel like I'm covering my ears while talking, and there's also ringing in my ears. When we returned back home, I went to see the doctor, and the doctor said my ears there's blood oozing from my ears, so that's why my ears feels full, and so I get some medicine. I get this anti-inflammatory medications, and also some medicine that could accelerate my circulation. So the blood can flow again. And it took me almost. Oh, and also I didn't get this, but this is also one of the treatments as like painkiller. And it took me almost 3 weeks to recover, to have the normal hearing. Yes. Okay. The next one is the pulmonary barotrauma. And normally the air pressure is 1 atm, but for every 10 meters you dive down, the air pressure increased by 1 atm. So your lungs will be squeezed. And if a diver ascends too fast, the lungs will be like balloons, exploded. Or maybe if a diver didn't maintain normal breathing, we can experience these injuries. And these are the symptoms. As for the treatment, mostly is to have enough oxygen to recover your lungs. And all this isotonic fluid is to let your cells maintain the concentration outside your cells and inside your cells will be equal. So it will not explode just like this. And the next is maybe the most common injuries that you may hear, the decompression sickness. And when we dive down, the nitrogen in our body will be absorbed into the body tissues. And if the diver ascends too fast or didn't equalize the pressure, the nitrogen will become bubbles in our joints, like this. And so there will be some joint pain